We are back for Theros Chaos in the mythic odyssey of Theros. And we had quite a bit of distance travelled in the previous session. You did a bit of exploring. Well, actually, you didn't do a lot of exploring. You kind of beelined, which I both appreciate and was not prepared for. So, what actually happened? What do you remember from the previous session?
Beaten up by some ice slugs really bad.
Yeah, Skuttz found out what happens when you 1v3 some slugs.
Turns out things that live in the deepest part of the ocean kind of need to be tough to survive down there.
Granny will love hers.
But before you did that, you were still in Orlanton, where you met up with the rancher, who essentially raises a lot of the beasts of burden that they use in Orlanton, who let you use her own older Rorqual to travel into the abyss if you bring them back something new for them to raise on their little patch of the seabed. You got into the giant whale's mouth and set off into the abyss and kept going into the abyss. You saw a distant kraken and were like, fuck no, and carried on going. You came across the remains of what seemed to be a sea dragon that was covered in creatures eating away at it. And again, you were like, fuck no, not dealing with that. So you carried on going to a small sort of cavern in the ground, where caverns tend to be, that was filled with ice slugs, with rime worms. And you're like, I think there was about 15 or 20 of them, and you're like, got it. But you leapt out the whale's mouth and found out. You fucked around and found out.
I sure did.
You did manage to steal one. You managed to steal one of the baby ones, I believe. Which was good, because you managed to then rush back into the whale and run the hell away. To which, what did you find in the deepest, darkest part of the abyss? What was there? What was waiting for you? The screen might give it away, but...
A very trustworthy light that didn't look like an anglerfish.
There was an ominous light in the distance that had a vaguely humanoid shape. And as you got closer, it turned out to be a triton that ushered you to follow them into a cave that turned out was not a cave. It was the mouth of a giant monster, truly like the biggest creature you have ever seen.
Just like Star Wars.
And upon realizing this, you did your best to escape the jaws, although it seemed to also be trying to push you out of its mouth at the same time, almost like it was actively trying to throw you back up again. To which we revealed what you see before you now, a monstrous, enormous kraken, alongside the strange, luminescent triton, who ushered you to enter into the empty shell of a kraken-sized creature, which you ummed and ahed about. You did not trust that in the slightest, which is understandable. It did just try and eat you. But you sent Mr. Burbles in. It was discovered it was safe, so you all went in, and the glowing creature followed afterwards, who revealed herself to be... Who was she? What do you remember?
Mother of Krakens, the queen, the missing queen who we were sent to find.
It was Queen Kiora of Olantin, the missing queen you were sent to find, but also was
Skutz's granny.
Skutz's granny's sister, Skutz's great
Well, Granny's
aunt.
just woke up.
It's okay.
I don't know how this family tree stuff works, okay? I only
Everybody-
know regular trees.
Everybody's granny to Skuttz, don't worry. They're old and powerful, they're granny.
Bennett.
Granny Bennett.
Yes.
You went inside the shell, which seemed to be decorated with all sorts of opalescent gems in almost like a tea room. A small table with a bunch of fine silverware, hot drinks, basic sandwiches, cakes. Oddly homely for the deepest part of the ocean. And yes, you met Kiora, who explained to you that, yes, she is the mother of Krakens, the great witch of the deep abyss, and older sister to Granny Ekidana, Skutz's granny. But she is also Queen Kiora of Olantin, that she sends her angle, which has a barely visible connection way off into the city to govern and help lead the way, while keeping her true form concealed. While you were having your conversation with her, you found out some of her motivations, including talking to Sogeg about your desire to reconquer Akros and get revenge, and her promising that if you were to become allies with her, she may be able to send some of her children to help you, as well as doting, of course, on Skuttz as her niece, giving you a small crystal shell. Which, did you explain what it does? I can't remember.
Yeah. It basically is like a pocket where this tea room is.
It essentially, yes, would be able to, when you're outside of the tea room, the wielder of the amulet can use an action to essentially teleport them and a handful of other creatures to the tea room for a short period of time before getting zapped back to wherever they came from. So you have a way to come back and get some advice from the giant monster, as well as just have a safe place to rest for a little bit. I believe that's where we will pick up, that you are in Kiora's tea room after having a nice friendly discussion with her. What would you like to do while you're there?
Yes, drink some tea.
Gonna sit down and have a few snacks while you're there. Have some.
Personally,
warm
I'd like
drinks?
to just ask more about sending the Krakens to Akros, and perhaps if she has. Granny taught me quite a lot about Ishak the Mighty. I'd like to know if Kiora also knows much about Ishak and my curse. Personally, although Sogeg's very happy to wait in line.
That's fair.
We'll start forming a queue.
Well, does anyone want to cut in front of Sogeg, or will you let him ask his question while I
wait.
psych myself up for Kiora's voice?
Sogeg's just putting his hand up, like really straining it, like, please pick me, please.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that name in so long. Did you say Ishak? Oh, how's he doing? I haven't seen him in centuries.
When you say seen him in centuries, was he human or scorpion man? Out
Oh,
of
he was
interest.
he was a total babe. He was this like eight-legged scorpion with the body of this big hunk, and he was totally like unkillable. It was amazing. I haven't seen any model like him. It was had a real thing for Ekidana though. Couldn't really get my little tentacles into him, if you know what I mean.
Sogeg, sort of slightly taken aback why every single, what's it called, Mabob? Archon knows so much about the Ishak. He would just sort of blurt out, why do his people not know of Ishak? He sounded mighty, everything that we like. Why have I been banished for being his scorpion grandbaby?
Well, who are your people? Maybe they have like some old history with him. I don't really know from down here unless, your people and the people that I rule over tend to interact, but unless they're also from under the sea, they don't really tend to do that.
Their sounds have always belonged to the people of Akros. Yeah.
I do remember Ishak being really close with the people of Akros, really close with their royal family and everything. I can't remember what happened because
Sogeg rudely interrupts and he goes, There has only ever been the people of Akros. So clearly Ishak the Mighty, as noble as I am, must have been the old king.
I don't think he was ever king of Akros. He was king of Phobos.
Sogeg just dumbfounded. He learnt that his sand had 2 cities and not 1. Phobos. Tell me, where is Phobos?
Oh, I totally know the way, as long as it's still in the same place where I left it. I'll tell you, Rockwall, to take you there once we've had our little meeting.
Big Granny, you're the best.
Aw,
So,
aren't you such a
Sogeg,
sweetheart?
he like sort of like does a thing where sort of like like flapping his hands. He just like asking for a hug. He just wants to be hugged like Granny did.
Oh yeah, she'll go over and give you a hug. It definitely does not have the same strength behind it that Granny's does, but that's mostly because she's hugging you essentially with her pinky. It's the angle that's hugging you, not the giant monster outside.
I hide my disappointment in the lack of strength.
It is very
Now,
tender though.
Trying to be coy. Okay, now. You said something about sending Krakens to murder my father. I'm perhaps interested. Perhaps.
Well, if you're planning on like doing a coup of Akros, then you're gonna need some muscle, and my children might be able to help out with that, But it's pretty far away from the ocean, so you may need to do something about that. Maybe, help them out some way, or maybe find a good way up the rivers for them.
Sort of. I don't know if I'm getting like used to it or becoming numb to it, but having Sogeg's muscles be questioned for about the 10th time in the last day, he just sort of, his ears ring slightly. He just goes, okay, perhaps I can sweeten the deal. I never liked the Western Quarter. It was always too sandy. If you send me your Krakens, I will let you turn it into a lantern too. You can just have that quarter.
Oh my god, that's such a generous offer.
Sogeg winks at the crew. God, I'm good at.
Good
God, I'm good at
diplomacy.
outbidding myself when I already got the help. Yes. I am a coy charisma man. Then I just offer a handshake. Then it is a deal.
Oh,
Oh, great queen of the deep.
So he pushes it aside and goes in for another hug.
Oh, yay. I now understand what family means.
Say,
And that the
Yep.
sea is actually just the desert, but underwater.
ooh.
It's beautiful, really. I offer everyone to come into the hug. Come on, team.
Skuttz definitely crushes in on the group hug.
I'll join
Oh
in.
my god, group hugs!
Yay. Why is it that the terrible Archons, the evilest of the world, are so much kinder than the gods?
That's what I've been saying all along, I guess.
Other than Mogus, praise be his name. Great Pogus in the sky. I do the little hand signal.
Gotta cover your back.
I'm not getting crushed by a great brass boot. Not today.
Does Zolk and Bennett join in the group hug?
Yes. Bennett just kind of stands back a bit, like with his arms outstretched, as if he's hugging, but he's not actually touching anybody.
Yeah. Ghost hugging. Just hover hugging. Well, with the hug warmly concluded, does anyone have any immediate questions for Kiora?
Yes.
Okay.
Thassa sent me out to go get this treasure that was stolen from her. I've been carrying it around for quite a while now, but I've not really found somewhere that's a good place to leave it for her, where it's not going to get disturbed or anything. Do you have any ideas?
Oh my god, I have the most perfect idea. Why don't you give it to her herself?
And how would I do that?
Well, that would be spoiling.
Well, it's definitely the best thing to do, but I have no idea how to physically hand something over to her.
Oh, I'm sure you'll get your chance if Thassa knew how to keep the time.
Got him, Granny.
I guess sundials don't work underwater. Skutt's puzzles about how Triton keep time. Especially when it's so dark. She's lost in thought now.
Must invent a way for the Tritons to keep time. No wonder they don't interact with the surface world. They don't know what time it is.
Yeah, I've solved it. Go Skuttz, big brain. It has nothing to do with breathing water and all about not being able to tell the time. You see Skuttz like scribbling notes furiously in her scrolls. This is really good information. Hey, Auntie. In order to come see you, we promised that we would bring back another awesome, cool monster for the ranch. Do you know anything that swims faster than a slug?
I think that a lot of things swim quite faster than those slugs, darling.
Oh, that's good. We're off to a good start. There were little winged snake guys, but they were kind of noodly, and I don't know. I didn't think Granny needed more bat wings right now.
Is she still collecting all of those creatures? Oh, she
Oh.
never changes.
You should see the animals she's quilting. They're so cool. Look at Mr. Burble. She helped me. She just pats him on the side.
That's so cute. Did you make that yourself?
Yeah, I picked out his horns and everything.
Oh, you've got good taste.
Oh, thanks, Auntie. You're the best. Oh, I gotta give you a present. As she starts to reach into the granny bag. I don't know what she's gonna pull out.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'll give her the dead tassel worm. Here. This is from my adventures.
It's so cute. I don't know whether it survived the journey, though, or was that kind of the point? Maybe it's taxidermied. I don't know.
Yeah, I figured it would be some cool parts, but it's yours now. She just like drops it on the floor with a big wet thud.
I've never eaten tatzelworm before. You know what? I appreciate the gift, sweetheart.
You're welcome. This one's fermented to perfection. You gotta meet our friend Frankos. Oh, he cooked this so great. And she just like gives it a good old smack on the dead tatzelworm.
As soon as your hand hits it, you just hear the squelch of the rotting meat underneath it.
Ooh. Needed to put some salt on this one.
I probably should have iced this one. As you give Kiora her gift, another creature enters the tea room. At first glance, it seems like some kind of Nyxborn, a creature sort of made of magic and stars. But as it comes a bit more into a clearer view, it's pretty recognizable. Let me up the picture.
oh dear. Oh, time for me to hit the dusty trail. It's gonna definitely shut up and not directly look at Thassa.
As you see an incarnation of Thassa, goddess of the deep, goddess of the seas, enter into the tea room that you are within. Terribly sorry I'm late, Kiora. Had a few issues to deal with. You said you had something pressing. Why are there mortals here? Anyone interrupting? Oh.
We're here visiting my auntie.
Who are you calling mortal?
Oh, I definitely don't stand next to Bennett.
Bennett looks around as if to say, "Who said that?"
Circle of emptiness around him now.
I have to immediately look to the two dogs. It's like, no, it must have been one of them.
I am just stood there open mouthed.
Skuttz just waves, kind of clueless to the weight of the situation.
Oh my god, Thassa, finally! I told you I had a surprise for you. I brought your favorite champion. I knew she was coming, and then I organized this little meeting so that you could all see each other, and then you could see my great niece and all of her friends, and we could have a little tea party. It was going to be so much fun. See, Thassa's looking kind of nonplussed. Kind of unfazed, but just difficult to read.
I think I can fix this. What she needs is a great gift.
Oh,
I
you're
will
right.
Uh-oh.
You do see an approximation of the Biden in her hand. It isn't the Biden of Thassa. It is a starry approximation of it.
I just nod at Skuttz. I think we can sort this situation out and make her our best friend.
Oh, totally. What's the best gift that you've got? She's like in a huddle with Sogeg right now, trying to figure out what cool shit they have.
You see, oh, I didn't mean to do that.
We've got the gift of language.
That's the most beautiful gift of all. I think.
Sogeg, that was
Okay.
gorgeous, but I didn't understand anything you just said.
What I said was, she's a god, right?
Right.
I know I'm going a bit fast, but hear me out. I know another god.
Okay. She's
Called
taking notes.
Mogis.
Uh-huh.
I know what Mogis would like, so maybe Thassa wants it as well. Now, hear me out.
Oh, okay.
But I have the power of making hobgoblin men.
Uh-huh.
I could make a red cap and then explode it.
Oh my god, Sogeg! That's incredible!
I think it would work. I really think it would work.
I think so too. I could also use my prestidigitation and make him chocolate flavored.
My god. Could there be any god who wouldn't like this gift? It's beautiful, really.
Yeah, let's do this. She like high fives Sogeg.
Thumbs up. And I just sheepishly walk over to Thassa and sort of.
While you're still in your huddle, we'll get to your gift giving in a moment. While you're still in your huddle discussing what best to do in the situation standing before the incarnation of a deity, Thassa's attention sort of floats over all of you before resting on Nadrin, who, for the first time since she arrived, her expression changes into a gentle smile. It is good to be able to speak to you properly, favoured champion. Have you been keeping well?
I drop to one knee in front of her.
She raises her hand. This is a place of like minds. Were we to meet out in the open worlds of Theros, I would expect nothing less than the diligence that you show me. But here, we can be a bit more candid.
I did, as you asked, I got you your treasure back.
You have served me better than more champions than I can think of. I don't tend to like how mortals interact with my world. You have shown me and my creation respect. And it is something that I hold in the highest regard, which is why I come to you now. Why I am glad Kiora has given me this more direct opportunity to ask for your favour.
I have done your favour already.
Indeed,
If there is more I can do for you, gladly.
Saved it.
Kind of in the middle of your last favour, so
No,
give us a week.
You completed the last favour. You found out who stole the treasure. You brought at least some of it back. All thumbs up. Good old C+ on that test.
Yes.
Good old passing grade. We will switch back over to Skuttz and Sogeg at this point in mid-conversation because I think it'll be the best timing for it.
Yes. With crackly voice, I just go up to Thassa and just go, "Great, Thassa. I've got a mighty gift for you, befitting such a grand creation like yourself."
I can't say I know you. Go ahead and introduce yourself. You clearly know who I am. You clearly know my
I
champion.
am Sogeg, 12th of his name, rightful ruler of Akros, and noble follower of the newest god, Pogis, and Mogis. I'm sure they are your favourite friends.
Ah, the barbarian gods.
And you do know them.
They are usable in certain situations, but don't tend to do too well in open conversation. The fact you have been able to say this many words as one of his followers is impressive enough.
Twirl my mustache. I am a charismatic devil, you may say. Let me bestow upon you my greatest gift. I wink to Skuttz. Be very ready. As I crackle my throat again. I call upon the powers of Mogis. I wish to spend 10 piety points.
Okay. Oh God.
As
Oh, God.
I want to use my summon gore-soaked red cap and explode it with a mighty swift blade of my Zeiston, if possible.
As Skuttz uses prestidigitation to make it chocolate flavored. What even do any to Skuttz?
Okay.
We'll use the gore-soaked red cap.
First of all, you summon in a red cap that just looks utterly baffled. No idea where it's literally just been created out of thin air, ready to do some murder. Go ahead and make an attack roll, Sogeg.
I give it a quick little
I'll
thumbs
give it
up.
advantage as well because it's technically surprised.
Pogeg would definitely be helping me out here, saying, "Hit him there, on the head." I give the little guy a little thumbs up and say, "You're doing well, little fella." Here!
There it is.
I throw in a level 2 Divine Smite as well.
Oh, that is maximum damage as well on the roll.
Is it a humanoid as well?
They are Fey.
Damn.
I'll
take it.
That's what, 24, 35 becomes 51 points of damage. Oh no, 53 points of damage. I believe red caps have 14 hit points. Something along those lines. They're not very strong. You thrust forward with your Zeiston into the unsuspecting red cap, and almost like it's not even there, you thrust the Zeiston into the hilt till it meets your hand, where you see a sort of shimmering effect as Skuttz changes its flavour to chocolate. And the moment you channel your smite into the red cap, it swells and swells and bubbles before exploding in a shower of chocolatey gore. Does anyone want to react to this at all?
Gift to my people. Speechless.
Okay. Hopefully back.
You are.
The internet decided to just shit the bed.
Oh my gosh.
So that may have ruined a bit of the recording on my end. So it's got some need to help with
They
some
didn't
editing.
ruin the tension.
Okay, so we've got a dexterity from Neil, Is Pogeg and Mr. Burbles doing any saves?
No.
No.
Okay. So the only ones to not get showered head to toe in chocolate red cap gore are Neil and Zolk somehow.
Neil ducked behind Mr. Burbles.
And as the red mist fades, you see that Kiora is also covered in chocolate blood. Thassa seems completely unaffected.
Oh no. Oh.
Just, yeah, completely unaffected and definitely not particularly enthused.
I'll read the room, and in my deep bow, I'll just scuttle backwards if she doesn't murder me.
That's retreats also. Sogeg, I don't know what went wrong. I don't think she liked it. She's like almost in tears.
Skuttz, you don't understand the ways of the god. I too have met a god before. I think this is just how they are. I think she loved it. How? Because do you notice? The rest of us, all the others, haven't eaten their chocolate blood yet on their bodies. Thassa is already clean. She's already eaten all of it. I think she loved
Cope.
it. Facts, more like.
Skuttz will taste the chocolate red cap gore, I guess.
It tastes like chocolate dipped in blood. It's got that deep chocolatey flavour as well as that tangy metallic blood flavour.
She's gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt on herself, and that's what we're occupied with for a moment.
Okay.
You need iron for this many muscles.
Maybe that's why my legs aren't working. I will drink.
Sogeg!
Let's go.
That's a quite bemused turns back to Madrid. I can't say I approve of your choice of companions. She wipes a bit of the chocolate blood off of Nadrin's face.
I did not know they were going to do that. I probably should have expected it. That's probably on me for leaving them alone for a minute.
If this
Bennett
happened,
is fully aware that a god just wiped dirt off of Nadrin's face and suddenly feels very special.
if this was anywhere else, you would most certainly have incurred punishment. But this is neutral ground, and I think an important discussion is needed, even with the theatrics that mortals can play. Oh my god, Thassa! You're such a stick in the mud. That was so much fun, though!
Yeah, haven't you ever seen confetti before? It's where you have a bunch of little things and a big thing, and you make it explode, and it goes everywhere. We invented it. Fine. She starts digging in her shirt. Maybe you'll like this.
Oh no. Oh.
And hands her a pouch made of flesh with a sinew drawstring.
Okay, more meat.
Granny.
Okay.
Granny made this one herself. From one. I guess you're not an Archon. How does this stuff work? She just like hands her the bag and walks off. That one won't explode, she shouts as she walks away.
She takes a noticeably deep breath. As much as this foolishness is frustrating and blasphemous, it may be exactly what we need going forward. Well,
Come on, you're like the tide, right? And you ebb and you flow. We're the flow. Go with it.
I'll write that one down.
even the tide cannot hide from what is coming. And this is why I am here to implore your help, making the most of this opportunity to speak with you so candidly without the judgment of my fellow Pantheon members.
Oh, we're always happy to help, huh, Nadrin? And she just like gives her a good old pat on the back.
A big splash of blood.
The wet, goopy smack.
Whatever you need help with, it's my duty to help you. Honestly.
This is not something I ask lightly. This is not something I ask simply because you are my beloved champion. This is something I ask because Theros itself is no longer safe. The great Crufix, the first god, his strength is waning. He protects Theros with his mysteries, seals us off from those on the outside that would wish to infect us, would wish to dominate and change us. And in this matter, even the petty squabbles of gods and ancient rivalries between us and archons, and even the fleeting lives of mortals, pale in comparison. I need you go and find sources of strength, ways to unite as many of us, whether mortal or god, archon, monster, even the dead. We all need to be ready to face what is coming. Because if Crufix's power fails, it would take a united Theros to hold back the tide.
Who'd come? This sounds very much like you want us to kill Akros.
If the death of Akros would assist in the unification of Theros or the gathering of might, then I sanction it. But if the destruction of Akros causes us to be too weak to defend ourselves until the primordial god can regain his strength, then I will make sure that all who survive and those that invade us know that it was you and your actions that caused us to fall.
Shit.
Aw, man. Sogeg will fight anything. You don't have anything to worry about.
I say Sogeg's very hard-headed, and trusts in himself. I just say, Thassa, you can trust me. This is what we need.
She glances around the room at the blood still dripping from every surface. I must say my confidence is not exactly high, but I won't deny your might so long as you heed the wisdom of the only one of you here that has proven any kind of worth. As she glances to Nadrin. Kind of biased there, but still. Akros is essentially Theros Sparta. It's one of the three main policies, three main cities within mainland Theros.
They unfairly kitch Sogeg out for being a crab
Yes,
person.
Sogeg is a prince.
That's disgusting.
He is a prince of Akros.
And they threw him out for being a crab. That's
They throw him out.
It's lowest
of
of the
the
low. It's corruption to the very top, which is why we need to kill him. And Thassa, who wishes to invade Theros? I've heard of discord within the Pantheon, but you make it sound like someone wishes to come in from outside of even your influence.
That I cannot say. For the power of Crufix protects us and isolates us. It was his strength that cut Theros off from the rest of reality and saved us from becoming a part of some collective. But if his power fails, I am sure that any foes that wish to claim our fertile and rich lands would not hesitate to take that opportunity. Crufix himself has warned me, and I am breaking many rules to warn you of this. But as I said, this is neutral ground, and the other gods can't hear what we say.
This is dire news.
Perforos is dumb. Skuttz just like falls over laughing. He can't even get mad.
Flip him off. Reading the tense room, I say, it's dire news. Perhaps you need another gift. I just look to Skuttz. Gift? We need another gift.
She reaches into her pocket, but this time she misfires and pulls out one of the strange items, and it's a small cake labeled "Eat Me."
Oh my god, I love cake!
Oh, okay. She hands it over to her auntie. She's like salivating slightly, but she
Oh, I didn't mean to take it from you. You can keep it if
No.
you want.
No. Granny only makes these sometimes, and they're my favorite. So it's even more special I get to share it with you.
Oh my god, you're so cute. You know you can come visit me anytime if you want some sweets. They may not be the same as the one that Ekidana makes, but I can promise you they're better.
She just frantically nods in excitement.
Takes a bite of the small cake, and you feel the tea room tremble and shake. Almost like an earthquake is happening as the luminescent Kiora becomes size large.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Skuttz pulled out a small cake labeled "Eat Me." When consumed, it casts enlarge reduce on the creature who ate it.
Oh dear.
There might be
Are we still
very
underwater?
big
Or
monster outside.
See, isn't it so much fun?
Oh my god! This is such a weird feeling. I don't really like the aftertaste though. It's kind of like it's a bit heavy.
Oh, Granny's on a diet. It's this sugar-free sweetener she's using. It's awful.
So, with Kiora now even further, one size bigger than she already was, Thassa, her message delivered, and the gore-soaked room slowly drying. Is there anything else you'd like to do in the tea room? Any other questions?
so
I just want to hand over the chest and the treasure to Thassa.
She takes it from you.
that's disappointing.
It is incredible that you were able to find what was stolen from me. And it is these acts of loyalty and devotion that you show to me that shows me that I can put my faith in you and your choice of companions, even in the chaos that they sow.
Hey, before you go, I have a question for you. You're asking for Nadrin to do you another thing, right? After she just got you your gold back. So all the gold in the ocean is yours, and I really understand. But I did a really bad thing when we were on the island. I pulled out an Oni, and he stole my friend Zulk's treasure on our ship. Can we please have it back? And also, can you help us get that Oni? She like punches her hand into her fist. Or punches her fist into her hand. That jerk took our boat.
This is within my power to grant. I will give Kiora the treasure that belonged to you, that sunk into my ocean, as a token that my faith has been placed in you mortals.
Skuttz just picks up Zulk and starts shaking him around in excitement.
And with your particular Oni issue, I know the direction that it left my waters, the last place it touched the seas. I will inform your pet outside, your transport through these frigid waters. And it will take you there. And hopefully from there you can catch its scent. Although once it left my seas, I no longer know where it is going. All I know is that it stopped at the harbour of Perseus.
Skuttz pretends to write that down, but she spells it wrong entirely.
So you went to Pizus, right? Okay.
We'll show him for taking off with our gold. After I most definitely didn't send him to a hag for a couple months. No idea why he wanted revenge on us.
Yeah, how dare he take revenge? You didn't earn that. You stole him fair and square.
Hey,
So
I guess we were in the fighting arena.
Zolk's just gonna try and get Nadrin's attention with the whole small child poking at hip kind of thing.
Imagine you're kind of used to Zolk being a nuisance. So it's up to you whether or not you tune that out entirely or actually pay attention to him.
I'll just like put my hand down and kind of wave him off a little bit.
You are in the direct attention of your deity, so yeah, you're kind of preoccupied.
Then Zolk's just gonna go digging through your pockets to find the rock.
Okay. What we'll do is a sleight of hand check versus a perception check. So Zolk makes a sleight of hand check. Nadrin, it would be a perception check, but it would be at disadvantage. Fantastic.
I have no clue.
But
No idea whatsoever.
it is a contest. It depends on Zolk's sleight of hand. It's better than 0, so
His sleight of hand is going to be better than 1.
I don't know. He could. Well, no, he's got a +4 to it, so yeah, it would be.
Even with a nat 1, it's still higher than
Yeah.
a 1.
So, don't you feel him poking around and pulling stuff out of your pockets before like just throwing them on the ground and moving on to the next bit? But you don't care. You are just enamored with the gentle attention of Thassa towards you. So it takes some digging. You pull out a good chunk of all sorts of shit from Nadrin's pockets and bags until eventually you manage to find the item you're looking for. The shard.
Shit back.
Yeah, the shard of strange crystal that seems to have like, or show images of like tentacles trapped within.
Yeah, he'll just hold it in both hands, kind of above his head, and walk towards Kiora and say, Ashiok sends their regards.
Oh my god! Ashiok got a champion too? That's so not fair! I want one as well! But wait, are you giving me this?
You just nod.
Oh my god! That's where he went! Oh, what happened to you, sweetheart? I'm so sorry! She's talking directly to the crystal. Someone must have put you in there. Don't worry, Mommy'll get you out as quickly as she can. Hold on, everybody. I'll be right back. And she slips outside of the shell with the far shard. And after a few seconds, you feel a great rumbling as the shell just quakes. Anyone want to do anything in that particular time?
Bennett just
I'd
quietly
like to-
asks everybody, did anyone else just see her talking to a rock?
Sorry.
I mean, it's not the first time you see people talking to strange objects in Theros.
Zolk's just dumbfounded at this point.
I'd like to knit
You'd like to
in the
knit.
background. While in the background, Sogeg's kind of starting to that Nana wasn't very nice. And now I have a new granny. I'd like to attempt to knit a little relief, a little sort of handkerchief in the visage of Kiora's gigantic sea monster form, using 2 javelins and the spool from my blanket. I sort of just tear off a bit of the bottom blanket.
I was about to ask you what materials you're using. Go ahead and give me a creating. Give me a survival check.
Can Pogeg assist me with this?
Yes, he can. He'll give you advantage on it.
It's not going to make it much better. This is second wasted crit of the night. Come on. I'm bad.
You could always use some piety or story if you really wanted to.
I think this isn't Sogeg's new arc. He's learning to knit. You can't be good at something the first time you try.
Yeah, you've got some practice. You rip apart your blanket and stab it together and make an attempt, but it literally just looks like a torn up blanket. It looks like you've shredded the bottom of the blanket to be tentacles and essentially poked holes where eyes should be. Because every time you try and knit stuff together, it doesn't seem to hold, so it just frays. It's pretty bad, but it was made with love.
Can I check and see if Skuttz knows what it looks like?
Go ahead and make a investigation check.
It's gonna have to be high. Oh no.
Sogeg, you. What is that? She just kind of scratches her head.
A bit sheepish, so I guess, it's nothing. Stuff it into my pocket.
So I would have said to, because with that role, you think it's a convincing knit of someone else entirely. It's a knit of like Mahadi or of Granny or something like that.
I was.
Stuff away my shame.
Wait, why are you putting that away? It looked exactly like Mr. Burbles. I love it.
It's not perfect yet. It's not perfect.
She's sad that she didn't get the Mr. Burbles tapestry Sogeg just made. It's one of one, very rare.
Sogeg's preparing for when he needs to retire. I need to have something after our adventure. I think knitting is going to be my thing.
So,
I'll get good at it.
After a few minutes of Sogeg's knitting attempt and some more idle talk with Thassa, Kiora, slightly smaller this time, re-enters the tea room, the tea shell. Oh, that was so lovely. I haven't seen Thaumaturkrakis in so long. I wondered what happened to him. Well, now he's back, and he can rest and go back to his room. Mommy's so happy for him.
Oh, I didn't know we found your lost Kraken. Good job, Zolk.
Someone must have trapped him in that gem. So I managed to break the lock and let him go, and he was so happy to see me. Oh, it was so sweet. We're gonna have so much fun together. Now he's back.
Hey, what if Skuttz just had a really big so what if we get Granny to make a bunch of the cakes that make us bigger, and we eat a bunch of them? And we get really big, and then we can fight off these bad guy invaders coming. Like, me and Sogeg, if we're she starts counting on her, 6 digits. If we get, as big as we can, I bet just the 2 of us could, punch them real hard. Are they punchable? She's looking Thassa seriously. This is a serious question she's asking a god.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Oh no.
I want to see if she knows she's being serious.
Oops.
You would be at disadvantage because Zolk's there.
Because Zolg.
If that is how you find your strength, then so be it. But it would take a united Theros to hold back this threat in time for us to return to the ways things belong.
Wait, so you're telling me we don't need one giant fist? We need a bunch of little fists?
You need the fist.
We'll help, but we gotta workshop this plan.
You need the
She walks
fist
away.
of every individual, monster, mortal, god, and archon alike, in Theros united to punch this unknowable, impossible enemy.
Oh, like how all of us punch monsters together. And bad guys. Okay, well, how do we get all of Theros to join the good dudes?
That is not something I can answer. The gods can't meddle directly with mortals. I am already breaking many rules by speaking to you now.
What's it like being a god? Are there more rules than those already? What other rules?
Rules to keep us safe. To keep things the way they are supposed to be.
Is it like rules about when to eat dinner and go to bed? Or like, is it rules like the ones when you add two things together? And she just like looks at Thassa. She can tell that this isn't going anywhere and that Thassa is not amused. And she's just kind of going to dejectedly walk away from the conversation. She does not have the intelligence for. She's just gonna go try to crochet with Sogeg. Rip up that rancid oliphant hide and start trying to. I don't know. She'll tell you what she's making later.
So
There you go.
with Tromacratis freed at last, with questions asked, is there any other bits you'd like to do in the tea room?
Yeah, I would like to approach Queen Kiora and still soaked in chocolate blood myself. I want to say, sorry, my queen, you've missed a bit, and I beckon her to come closer.
Oh no.
And then as I'm wiping a little bit off her cheek, I quietly say to her, you need to secure your borders. You're under threat from Yugoloths. We saw one out of the forge. You need to be careful. Something's not good. And then before she can say anything else, I just step away.
You'd see quite a confused look on her face. Almost like the levity that she usually has just sort of peters off before suddenly snapping back. The words you said definitely struck a chord, but she's keeping it to herself.
As he steps back, Bennett's trying to give her the eye of like, you know, be careful. But of course, she can't see his eyes, so it might fail.
You're just there dead-eyeing her with your sunglasses. Thassa straightens up a little bit. I've already tarried longer than I needed to. Apologies, my friend Kiora, in that I cannot stay more for tea, but I will return again. I do so love our little afternoons together. As for you, good dudes, I wish you luck, and please, for the security of the gods, keep this little meeting between us. And as she finishes up, she slides on out of the shell into the great abyss. She's always so dramatic. Oh my god. At least she's got good taste in tea, though.
True, true.
So I guess we better wrap things up. As much as I want to just spend all day with you guys, you're so sweet. But we need to get back to Atlantis, I guess. Gotta, fulfill my duties as queen.
Do we have something to give back to the person who we borrowed whale friend from? Asking to party, and perhaps we ask Kiora for a friendo to take back. We did promise.
Don't think we do.
Yeah.
We can grab one on the way back. They're not getting Granny's snail. Slug, what? It'll be a snail after I put a shell on it.
That is true.
She's tired of hearing that it's a slug.
As long as we have a plan.
I mean, you did just release Thumad into the nearby ocean. You can always go ask him.
I don't know though. This is just a card game that Sogeg played when he was little.
You'll have probably heard the
really
rumours of
Yeah.
the most infamous Kraken of all time. One that has a particular hunger for coastal cities.
See, that just kind of spooks me a little bit. I feel like it'd eat us. Or potentially he'll hunt in. I don't know.
I mean, if his mum is queen, he's probably not going to eat it.
Should we ask him? I mean, I feel like Nadrin's going to be on point. I think Nadrin should have to deal with it.
I agree.
We've democratically elected.
The one that set it free.
It's not. Nah. Yeah, but it's sea, innit?
It's wet. That's your problem.
You handed it over.
You brought it here. Technically.
If nobody
You
wants
gave
them,
Gave it to me. Can't we just ask Kiora about it? She might have an idea that's not bringing this legendary creature to my home.
You know-
wouldn't your dad think it was neat? I mean, Archie would think it's cool.
That's true.
Archie would not stand a chance with this thing.
But who could hurt Archie? Did you see how wiggly he was? If anybody fucks with Archie, I fuck with them. She just like punches her fist into her hand. Suddenly very serious.
Glad to know you're as protective over my family's pet as they are.
Did you see his... He looked so cute in the little top hat and the monocle.
He was a
that she
very
painted on him.
distinguished gentleman.
How do we... what if we get the Kraken to fight the guys that Thassa's worried about?
That's sensible.
What if we found a second Kraken and tied them together and made a bigger Kraken? Okay, somebody
Becomes
help. I don't have good
wise.
solutions for this. we
Pretty sure if you send 2 Krakens to Granny, she could splice them together into one giant Kraken.
Bennett, you're a genius.
Is Kiora still here listening to all of this?
Yes, she is.
Skuttz is gonna turn to her. Auntie, can I please have 2 Krakens?
What do you need 2 Krakens for?
So we can save Theros. Did you miss that whole conversation?
Oh, I totally heard it, but I don't particularly want to give away my children for you to, sew together. I know what kind of stuff Ekidana does, and I'd like to keep my children nice and healthy.
Okay, but everything's better with a pair of horns, I'm just saying.
Well, of course they are, darling, because they already have horns.
Wait, did I come with a horn or did Granny put a horn on me? She just wanders off wondering.
Well, you've met other Unibors, so...
No, I don't. Maybe Granny puts horns on everything because she likes mine.
I mean,
Oh God,
to be fair,
she has
Granny's
always
motif
wanted to
is-
get my horn.
Granny's motif is usually putting more heads on things.
Yeah, but there's horns on the head. You don't just put a horn on a neck.
That is a solid argument. I cannot disagree with that. I like that. I like that you're arguing with the DM in character as well. Okay, so what's the plan for going back?
I feel like we need to stop off and find a little dude. Preferably not a slug. Or a wrestle.
All right, if we can't get the Krakens, I guess maybe we can go back for the little winged eel guys.
Yeah, probably
Though-
get bait.
Yeah, and they're pretty streamlined. They remind me of when you swim with your cloak of the manta ray, and you're just so elegant and graceful. So they're not big, but they have style. So I think we should go catch some of those for the ranch.
I nod. I am stylish. This is true. Did we actually just ask? My brain's literally just like. So, did we actually ask Yora? She just has like a big monster person.
No, you haven't.
I'm sure she'll.
The way I
totally get them.
suggested it.
I just realised we talked to her for a while. We didn't actually ask her.
Yeah, I think
I'm sure she'll pick up on it.
You got distracted.
I mean, you put massive krakens in front of us. What are we gonna do? We're simple folk.
So, are you asking Kiora if she can help you out here?
Kiora, Granny,
Yeah.
do the eel monsters turn into bigger eel monsters?
You mean the dracons? Oh, they're so tasty. You just slurp them up. They're really nice. If you let them grow and they get super long, it's woo, you can just slurp it all the way down. It's so much fun.
See, I told you they were too noodly.
See,
Do you want one?
Don't worry.
They're so nice to try.
we're in debt. We're not in Mahadi debt, but we promised the person who lent us this whale that we get them a big monster to bring, or like a little monster, but when we come back.
I tell you what, if you want me to help you pay your debt, to help you get down here, I will. But you've got to do me a favor as well.
Anything, Granny.
Well, you gotta keep my secret, you know? The people of Olanton can't know what I really am. It'll cause, like, total chaos. So if you can promise me, and promise me, like pinky swear, that you won't tell anyone else that I'm the Great Witch of the Deep and that I'm actually a kraken, then yeah, I'll totally go and get you one of those little dracons. I'll get you 2 of them so you can give one away and you can even try one.
See, Sogeg twirls his mustache. He's a master of haggling. I just say, Granny, I would never tell your secret anyway. Is there anything else we could do?
I tell you what, if you really want to, like, pay me back, why don't you go and get, like, super duper strong and buff up those legs of yours?
Anything. I give her a hug. I'll do just that. Next time you see me, I'll hardly be able to walk. I'll just be like a big roly-poly.
Oh my god, I can't wait. You're gonna be like one of my own little kraken babies. Oh, you're gonna be my own little baby, Sogeg.
Sogeg regrets making this deal now.
Maybe you could get Granny to replace all of your scorpion legs with some beefy tentacle legs.
I was thinking more like buff humans. But like,
Oh,
8 human
like
legs.
that shark! Damn it, now
It's the reverse centaur, but it's the reverse scorpion centaur. So it's the head of a scorpion and the body of a person.
Oh my god, help me, I have to draw that now.
I'm
Just
still
like the
tempted
old-
with the
the
double
original version
scorpion
of a fly.
centaur. Replace my upper half with the bottom half of a scorpion.
There you go. So, is there anything left you want to do in the tea room?
We're set. To adventure. What
Sure,
around it?
sets off, and you see the angle form of Kiora sort of race on, swing way too fast for how tiny she is, as her great Leviathan form sort of follows quite slowly, quite sort of cumbersomely behind. You'll jump out of the shell back into the mouth of the waiting Rorqual that has just been sort of sat there floating for however long.
Just chilling.
It's chilling.
I give him a big tip since obviously the meter was running.
You hop back inside and follow on after the mighty Leviathan, which briefly stops by the carcass of the sea dragon that you found, and unbelievably quickly, considering the bulk, just lightning fast, it manages to snatch a pair of these winged serpents, or sort of these dracons that you'd spotted before, or turning to the Rorqual and holding them out. The pressure just from the claw of this kraken being enough to knock them unconscious. Anyone want to go and get him? He's just currently holding out to like unconscious worms.
Skuttz will go out and take one under each arm and
Rush back inside where you won't die from pressure.
yes.
Okay. What are you doing with them? Or are you doing anything with them other than just dumping them down?
Skuttz is petting them and naming them.
And to remind everyone what they look like, let me grab the... Yep.
Oh.
Like a winged snake, but the wings are much like sort of denser than a dragon's wing would be typically used for essentially floating along deep sea currents. A long whip-like tail.
Oh, they're so cute. Skuttz is dead. I don't know what anybody else is doing, but Skuttz is just gonna keep fawning over the noodles.
What are they named? There's two of them. Which one are you keeping? Which one are you giving away?
Oh, I think we should keep them as a set. We should give them both to the ranch.
Would be mean.
Granny doesn't need more bat wings. She has
I mean,
enough.
Kira gave you one of them as a bribe to keep a secret, and the other one because they're one of her favourite snacks and wanted you to try them as well.
I'm not eating this guy. His name's Percival.
Is Percival the one you're keeping, or are you keeping them together? Is it Percy and Civil?
My brain won't generate another name. Oh,
Mr. Noodles, there you go.
oh, she's gonna pet them both. They belong together. They're from the same. I don't know.
Sea Dragon Corpse.
They were snacking together on their first date. We can't break them apart. It's young love. They're gonna bring a whole family. So if we give them to the ranch, not only do they have two guys for now, but they can make more for the future. It's sustainable. Who just lets their fish get old and then you don't have any more transportation? Like, how would they get down into the abyss to go see Auntie? They have to be able to get down there. So she just pats him on the head and we gotta take Percival and this is Carmen, and we're gonna take him back and we'll give him, because I'm just so happy we got to borrow the big rock wall. His name is really long and hard to say in whale, but I'll get it right one day.
You're not going to translate it to common for everyone.
It sounds like Carl!
Yes, this is Carl the Rorqual.
Oh,
A mighty and majestic name for such a great beast. So, with the two Drakon in tow, you continue following in Kyora's wake towards the cliff edge that leads up out of the abyss. And as you get close to that wall, you see the Leviathan form of Kiora essentially hug up close to the wall before just turning invisible. Give me a perception check, everyone.
Still at disadvantage?
Still at disadvantage because Zulk's in the mouth as well. Okay.
I'll just do another roll for mine.
That is a shame.
Not
That is such a shame.
Oh no.
That is such a shame.
That's my critical roll of April.
Yeah,
Wasted.
there it is. There's your 20 of April.
Disadvantage.
Thanks, Zulk. Zulk, you've been the only one to just barely make out the... Kira's not gone invisible. She's managed to change the texture of her skin to essentially match the wall. It's camouflage more than actual magical invisibility.
We're dealing with a lizard.
I mean, okay, that's one way of thinking of it. That's definitely what I would think of when it comes to ocean camouflage. Would be lizards.
I was going to say a chameleon, but same thing, right?
I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Okay, sorry, that threw me off. It's like, 'cause I couldn't tell whether you're being serious or not. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, let's move on. The rorqual starts to swim towards the surface, towards the top of the ridge into the abyss, before making the short journey back to Olantin, with the bright and glowing Kiora swimming at your side. Although now you're in the lighter ocean, it doesn't seem to be glowing as vibrantly. Definitely there's giving off a tiny bit of light, but it's quite obscured by the sunlight that you can actually see. What part of London would you like to stop at first?
Are we at a depth where the pressure's not going to kill us?
Yes.
Then I just step out just into the water just quickly just to wash the blood chocolate off.
That's
And then
probably
get back in.
reasonable, yes.
That's a good idea.
You can have a quick rinse.
And then wash my clothes while I'm at it as well.
I hope we don't attract anything by putting a bunch of chocolate flavored blood in the water near the city.
Roll the d20 and let's find out.
I sure hope there's no trolls under this bridge. So,
I sure hope there's no mussel sharks in this ocean. I'll move you to the your two new pets.
can I make an animal handling check to see if they'll follow me out?
They are still unconscious.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then I will drag them out, one under each arm.
Oh, wait, Darren wouldn't be there. Oh, you drag them on out. They sink slowly to the seabed as the rancher comes and marvels at the fact that not only did you survive, and the Rorqual is uninjured, but you actually kept your word and brought back a creature. You brought back 2 creatures. You could just see the shock and disbelief on her face.
I told ya, I'm the monsteriest wrangler ever.
Do we really look like the kind of? Do we look that untrustworthy that we wouldn't keep to our word?
No, I wouldn't have said you're untrustworthy. It's more that y'all are dry folk. How the hell did you survive down there? What happened?
Oh, we just ran into my auntie and I said hi.
There
We
were
brought Carl.
other dry folk down there?
No. And she thinks about what she said about not telling anybody. It's don't tell anyone, but it's just my favorite rocks out there of all time. So
You call your favorite rocks Auntie?
yes.
Make a deception check.
Oh wait, I was gonna actually make.
Okay, go on.
She's gonna flex and smack her bicep and be like, "How else do you think these muscles are so rock hard?" Now I'll make my check.
Now you made a deception check. Well, I can't fault the dry folk for the strange ways of thinking, but results are results, I guess. So what are these things you brought me?
This is Percival and this is Carmen. And they're noodles.
They're noodles?
Yeah.
Well, I can't say I ever heard of noodles before, so...
It's not the technical term, it's more like jargon.
Ah, it's the colloquial term.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Well, Percival, Carmen, I hope they can be as well trained as you brought them back exceptionally, well, I'd say healthy, but they clearly went through a little bit of damage when you managed to wrangle them up, but it's nothing some TLC and some nice treats won't fix.
They'll become healthy. They just need a little bit of time to heal. They'll be fine.
Nothing 8 hours of sleep won't fix.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like they screamed at the jellyfish.
Okay. So, is there anything else you'd like to do at the ranch? You have paid your debt to be able to go into the abyss.
Guts is gonna go say goodbye to Carl. Carl, because he's in his golden years and she doesn't know if she's gonna be back by. So
He is an ancient Rorqual. You can definitely see he has had many travels.
Nadrin, will you help me?
Help you with what?
I guess he's telepathic. I want to tell him how cool he is. Will you tell him how cool he is with me?
Yeah.
He's been alive for so long. Not as long as Granny, but so long. What
Yeah.
do we just speak with it telepathically? Like we don't have.
I don't know where you're getting this telepathy.
No, I thought you said it. We did in the last session. I could have just been tired too. Maybe Skuttz just thinks she can.
Yeah, I think that was the case. I think you had a pretty high like animal handling roll and sort of like believed that you could understand him.
So yeah, she needs some help telling him how awesome he is.
Does he even speak any languages?
He cannot speak. He understands speech, a particular type of speech, but cannot actually speak.
I can speak with animals. Does that count?
And technically, if he can understand a language, no. Also, I think that works on certain levels of intelligence. That he does. It's not a high intelligence, but it's there. It exists.
So we're just talking at this thing and it can't respond.
Aw. Skuttz is going to just write in very large, really bad common on the ground, "I love you." I don't know if he can read, but it's the best I can do. Goodbye, Carl! As she walks away to head back with everybody to O'Lantern.
Anyone else saying their goodbyes?
I guess I'll pat it on the side on the way out.
Yeah.
It did its job.
It doesn't really seem phased at all that you're leaving. Almost seems like now that it's back here, it's just immediately back to graze on the bits that it prefers to eat, the algae that grows around here. So, now you have arrived back in O'Lantern. Kiora heads off and returns to the palace to go and let her council know that she's back and to, chill out a little bit. Is there anything you'd like to do while you're here?
Pretty happy to just wander back to O'Lantern.
I mean, you're in O'Lantern.
Yeah. Sorry, I mean the main hub. We need to find a way of. I guess we got the amulet to go to Granny's.
Nadrin, you should go tell your parents that you just met Thassa.
Oh, also that.
You also have the location of where Theoni went. And Thassa did say that Kiora may be able to get you there.
We do have beef. I have no idea what Perseus is.
Make a history check.
Perseus. I think I know exactly where that is. Crypt.
Wow.
Not bad.
Sogeg, you're so smart.
In your earlier days of training as a young prince of Akros, you likely visited Perseus for a brief stint. It is a small settlement, more of just a basic harbour and a garrison than anything else. In the far northwest, right on the edge of the Phobos Desert and leading into the the far north of the Acroan coast, right at the mouth of the Nikean River.
It couldn't be more perfect.
It is, currently part of the Acroan polis, so it is essentially garrisoned and technically owned by Akros. And with that history check, I will also say that its main use from an Acroan point of view is it's far enough from the main harbours of Akros to allow for less regulated materials to be traded, as well as its position at the edge of the desert to be a hub of treasure hunters, people that want to either trade in illicit goods, trade with, because it's quite close to Skophos, the island of Skophos, so there's plenty of deals with a lot of the pirates there, as well as those that want to brave going into the cursed desert to try and find treasures to sell onwards. That's essentially the point of that particular little outpost. But it is, yes, considered part of the Acronian Empire.
So we need to get there. I also might need to like disguise, might have a disguise shop in Atlantin.
You got Bennett.
That is true. Disguise shop found. Bennett, I may need a gigantic disguise my princely looks. Otherwise, they'll know it's me.
What if we made you look like a centaur?
Those 8-legged centaurs.
Not quite grand enough. What if... Oh, I think Skuttz is on it, actually. If you made a papier-mâché torso, stuck one in the middle of me, and it just looks like there's two centaurs.
Or, you just gotta put 2 legs together at a time so it looks like you have 4.
My God. I think that's it. I'll attempt to do this trick of putting 2 legs together.
Skuttz
Make an
will help. She'll
acrobatics
grab.
check.
How?
Okay, you get it immediately.
Oh, God.
Maybe helped by the fact that you are buoyant underwater, but...
Skuttz will help, like, tie them together so you don't have to try to hold them together. Like,
it also helps how skinny his legs are.
yeah.
No. No.
Sogeg, I think you're thinking too much. All your blood goes to your brain and not to your calf muscles. As she ties together, like, she'll try to spend a few minutes just, like, tying your legs into bundles of 2, so now you have 4 legs.
They'll never know it's me.
Okay.
All right, Bennett, can you work with this?
Tell me what to roll.
Mustache
Have you
making
got
kit.
proficiency with a disguise kit?
I do.
Make a disguise kit roll using your dexterity.
Tried my best.
Yeah, you tried your best. It's not the easiest design to do. It also doesn't help that you tried to essentially papier-mâché a horse design over Sogeg while underwater, so it can't really dry.
Damn.
It's passable-ish.
Can I use prestidigitation to give you a tail? As she, I guess, tries to do it. I'm trying to remember what the constraints of prestidigitation.
You wouldn't be able to, because you can make an illusion, but it's got to be able to fit in the palm of your hand.
She tries real hard, and then she just looks at you and goes, Best I can do is make you chocolate flavored. Which she will then do.
At a pinch. I feel feel delicious.
Wait! Can I make stuff smell like things? Is that what another one it can
Yeah,
do? Hold
you
on, let me
can
go
do.
read that. I will make Sogeg smell like a centaur? That horsey barn smell, maybe.
Okay. You are still underwater, mind. I don't know
We
how
should
well
probably
you're
save these tricks to
yeah.
when we're actually in the.
Okay, we're thinking. Yeah, we
We've got a
should.
template. We've got a template.
We're practicing. We can't just walk into the city and start turning
Exactly.
Sogeg into a centaur. We got to get our shit
True.
together.
Got to practice the plan first.
So, while you are still in Olanton, with these plans in place, is there anywhere else you would like to do, or anything you'd want to do? Now your quest is complete.
I'd like to go find my family. Go to my sister first if she's not with the parents.
Where do you think your sister would be if she's not with your parents?
I'd imagine she'd be at the temple.
I'll move temple. So you make your way to the temple, where a celebration is currently going on, with the return of Kiora. It seems that the people, the priests of the temple, are celebrating the return of the incarnation of Thassa to Olantin, that the blessings are back.
Okay.
You don't immediately see Delrin here.
Is there just one of these that I can approach and ask if they've seen her?
Well, you can ask the main person, the Oceanid, if you want to ask them again. Otherwise, you can just pull the priests to one side.
Yeah, I'd rather just pull like someone else and not get
Yeah,
like the main.
yeah, not like interrupt the festival. Just
Yeah.
okay. And what are you asking them?
Is Delrin around anywhere, or do you have any idea where she is?
You must be Delrin's sister. I can see the resemblance. She's been called to the court. The council of Kiora needed to speak with her upon our saviour's return. Interesting to know that her visions didn't come true. It's a joyous occasion indeed. It really is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Thank you for telling me where she is.
Will you come and join in the festivities?
We've got some stuff to do. You enjoy the festivities.
He bows his head. May the tides ever turn in your favour, and returns to the festivities.
She's gone to see Kiora.
Gone to the palace, was summoned by the council.
Okay.
Is that where everyone's going?
We
Yeah.
can go there, yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Palace. We are Yep. So you make your way to the main palace of Lantern. It is easily the biggest and most ornate building here. That same domed effect that you see pretty much throughout the city, only much more inlaid with gems, gold veins, very opulent.
Okay. I don't really want to interrupt anything, so...
Would you like to eavesdrop? Or he's just waiting outside?
Let's try to eavesdrop.
Okay.
This can only go well.
First of all, give me a stealth check. This won't be a disadvantage because
Shit.
I'll just take the first roll, so 19. Because I imagine you'd have swum away from Zolk when you first started being sneaky.
Yeah.
So you swim ever so quietly up towards the entrance to the palace, where you can just about make out the voices, because they are quite loud. It seems several people shouting over one another. Make a perception check. See if you can work out what's what. It is very chaotic. It is hard to sort of make out who's shouting and who's talking. You can definitely hear that none of the voices are either Delrin or Kiora. It seems to be the council members arguing with one another and throwing accusations towards Delrin, saying roughly things along the lines of that it was either sacrilege or blasphemous to enlist the help of outsiders, that how could she have a flawed vision, that apparently this vision of Kiora needing saving was a lie because Kiora's come back perfectly unharmed, so on and so forth. They aren't happy, to put it simply.
At them getting mad at her, I'm gonna go in.
Okay. Anyone else going in with?
No, I'll leave you to.
Skuttz will follow in just as quiet backup.
Salt keeping his 10 feet away from everyone.
Maybe.
So, as you enter the palace, Natrin, the clamouring of the council sort of peters off before its ire is redirected towards you. I'm not going to do 4 different voices all shouting over one another. I'm not that good a voice actor. But the essential sum of what they're accusing you of seems to be that you have essentially blasphemed against Thassa by leading dry folk into the abyss, a place for only gods and monsters, and that you dared to believe that Kiora, chosen of Thassa, was ever in harm's way.
We found Kiora, and she came back with us. Shouldn't you be grateful that she came back with us, rather than yelling at us? And you say that an outsider went down to go and get her. Do you consider me, one of your own, an outsider? Chosen of Thassa? An outsider?
Who wouldn't consider you an outsider, but you bring those that are from the surface with you. This is sacrilege that you performed. And how do we know that it wasn't Kiora that was forced to save your lives to bring you back in her rescue, delaying her even further from her divine tasks?
Well, Skuttz like gets huffy, but she's quiet, trying to let Nadrin speak first.
I guess that's on you to ask Thassa, ask Kiora then, isn't it?
Well, you know how they get. I don't even know why I even run a council. You guys just always want to scream at people. But my queen, your subjects have performed this act of treason, of blasphemy against you and your divinely appointed ideals. They should be punished for their treachery. We will do no such thing. These people not only came and rescued me from a giant terrifying monster, but they escorted me gently home. Not only are they not in trouble at all, I'm naming them Queen Kiora's keepers, officially. And you can take that and put that in writing, thank you very much. Now, was there something you came to see me about, Nadrin? Or were you here to come and collect your little sister here?
I wanted to come make sure that you got here safe and okay. And to come make sure that Delrin's okay.
Forgot to fulfill a promise I made. Sela, you need to give them their reward. As one of the council just sort of dejectedly pulls out a ornate-looking treasure chest and brings it over, opening it to reveal 5,000 gold coins that look eerily familiar as the collected treasures of what you lost when the Oni stole your ship.
Cool. Yay!
Guts turns
I can't
around
remember
and
if there was
gives a
other
little.
stuff in there as well, but I'm just saying it's rough. It's 5,000 gold, but just keep it at that. Keep it simple.
I think Scott's only asked for some of it back too, so. There we go. There you go, Zolk.
So don't
I'm
forget to
sorry, the
update
Oni
the
sold.
party inventory for that one, so we know how much you actually have. Yeah,
Leave that to Zolk.
yeah. Our bookkeeper Zolk, very trustworthy. With the your treasure returned, Kiora once again wishes you well, as I'm also going to give you, we may as well do it now, Where is it? Party epithets. Queen Kiora's Keepers. Which I can do. Show to players. A new party epithet.
Oh,
Hey, this is good.
It's a hey, when you return, we don't need to fuck about doing everything. You've earned the right to just be underwater and not worry about it.
yay.
Woo.
Granted, you'd have to give up divine gamblers or good dudes in that moment, but still.
Both.
Yeah, pretty much. So, with that, I assume you are going to be leaving the palace alongside Dalrin, unless there's anything else you want to clear up with Kiora and the council now they're here. I believe they did offer you transport to your next location if you wanted to get it. But I'd say do that when you're ready to leave. This is the Fallout save now before you go warning.
We do need to ask about that, but I do want to go see my family as well.
Wrap up the last bits of business in a lantern before booking your transport, because that'll just take you to wherever you next need to go.
Okay.
So, heading back to the... I have forgotten Notrin's surname. The Valseth homestead.
How could you forget me?
That's other stuff I need to keep track of. To be fair, the only surname I remember is Shitfaster. Thank you very much.
The important one.
The only one that's
It's a very
important, yeah.
important one.
So, you escort your sister back to the homestead, where you are greeted warmly by Nadrin's mum and dad, Amanthe and Veldis, as well as their squishy boy in his sweet painted top hat and monocle.
The most distinguished gentleman.
Most distinguished in all the ocean.
So, I'll just go in. We came back. We got Kiora. My task is done. I found a good place for the treasure.
You went to the abyss when we told you not to?
Have I ever been really that good at listening?
No, but you have always been good at impressing. Wouldn't be
We brought her
the
back.
the Valsath family if we weren't, always doing the unexpected.
Yeah, go team.
We're proud of you. You've not only managed to reclaim our livelihood just by showing back up, but you were given a task by our gods, by Thassa herself, and you achieved it perfectly. Something that will go down in the history of all Atlantis.
I only did as she asked. That's what she requested of me.
Thassa isn't the goddess of humbleness. You're allowed to take a little pride in your work.
Wasn't exactly the easiest task, but we did it together. As a group.
And yeah, we'll rush across. And I'm sure you couldn't have done it without this one. And immediately goes in to give Neil some cuddles.
He looks like he's got like a bit of an uncomfortable expression on his face, but he's kind of like,
the bog eyes,
fine.
like, okay.
Like a dog that has to accept.
Yeah. It's like, you're getting love, whether you want it or not. This is parent tax, the pet tax.
And we should probably rest here before we set off. Because,
Yeah, he did take a few beatings in the abyss. Oh, unless there's anything you want to do before you rest, I'll let you take a long rest.
I don't think there's much
can't
else
sleep.
I want to do. Anyone else?
Yeah. Any last things while you're in Olanton? I can definitely think of one thing that I know is tempting a few of you. You have got this. This will be the last time you're in Olanton for a while.
Oh, I'd be cheeky not to. We gotta grab a few.
Okay, well, I'll send you back to the market.
I don't need my brains.
You make your way back to the markets, where you know there's the Quick Shark Armory, the Streams of Steam Spa, the Ocean's Bounty food stalls. What washes up is still closed for some strange reason. And then there is, of course, Secrets and Spells written in Abyssal with the Pale Screamer. Where would you like to go first? Would you like to do anything other than be screamed at? Let's put it that way.
Really?
The answer.
Okay, who's going first?
I think I'll be the cowardliest one, so I'll go in. I'm only going to do it. Dip my toes. Scream at me, fella.
You step on in, and the screamer in the center of this desaturated room turns its faceless, or its featureless face towards you, and just hangs for a moment before in your head you hear "Ah!" Go ahead and well, may as well just go right off the bat with it. First of all, give me a intelligence saving throw.
Oh no.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check, please.
Oh, I'm good at these.
Okay. You are deafened, but you keep your spell slots.
I stay in the room.
You'll keep letting it scream?
Do it.
Okay. A wisdom save, please.
I'm good at these. Oh dear.
Okay, an Arcana check, please.
I'm good at these, always.
Okay,
Oh,
you
no.
are paralyzed and lose your spell slots.
Well, it's always worth trying one more time. I give the
Okay.
signature paralyzed look of, I might need to be pulling out soon.
A charisma saving throw, please.
Good at these.
Hey!
Yeah.
Alright, let's find one on the first success that you don't already have. Let's do that one. That one's funny. Okay, would you like to continue?
I stay.
Would you
But
like it to go
one level
deeper?
higher, I will go deeper.
Okay.
You just rolled another 6. I know it. I feel it in my
It's a
bones.
constitution saving throw.
Ooh, dear. Crit, please. Oh, no.
Okay. You are feeble-minded.
Me pool brain.
Would you like to stay?
One more time.
Okay.
That's fine.
A strength saving throw, please.
As I flex my guns.
Okay.
Pow, pow.
Let's go for... What do you deserve for that? Yeah.
I don't know how to speak, but if I could,
Oh, do that
I'd be
one.
saying.
That one's fun. Would you like to continue?
Always.
Okay.
At the next
At
difficulty.
the next difficulty. Okay. I've got to remember what the saves are.
You're going to roll a 4 and I'm going to be angry. I'm going to say, eat bugger it.
Okay. A constitution saving throw.
Semi-eat bugger it, I'll be honest. But I got faith in a crit.
So, okay.
That's good or not?
That is a success. Let's go for that one. Would you like to continue?
Blood in his brain seeping out. Sogeg doesn't know the word stop. As I'll try one more time. At the next difficulty.
The next difficulty. Okay. A strength saving throw.
Oh no! Strength before.
That is a fail.
Fail. Help!
As if I remember rightly, it was 12 points of psychic damage.
Sogeg wants outies. Sogeg starts crying in his feeble-minded state. Like
Anyone want to pull Sogeg out?
Tempted.
Happy to try.
Do you need Skuttz to pull you out?
I am very... Yeah, I'd say yes.
Okay. So I can always make an insight check if you're feeling like you want to gamble on top of.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Okay, Skuttz, make an insight check.
I live by the insight check.
Okay, we will gamble on top of gambling.
Sogeg tries to cry.
Don't forget you've got your Divine Gambler if you want to make this even harder.
Oh god.
Oh, you do not know that Sogeg is currently bleeding from the ears. His helmet's on too tight.
One level down. One level down.
He's so still and concentrated.
Okay. Are you dropping the level down?
Yes. The cries of someone who just wants to...
Well, it's an intelligence saving throw.
I'm big brained. I'm not.
Remember, that's a -5 to that as well.
Yup.
So that would be 30 points of psychic damage.
I try and cry again. Aye.
Skuttz, insight.
At this point, she will grab him and yank him out.
Yeah.
There's literally just, my face is red.
Yeah.
All right, that's too much blood. Something's not right.
me spell.
I'm gonna go have a talk with this jellyfish, she says as she storms into the room.
The jellyfish turns, stares blankly at you with. Ah! Give me an intelligence saving throw, please, Skuttz.
Oh, where'd my sheet go?
Oh, before I do that, Sogeg, you learn Skywrite, telekinesis, and speak with dead.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, Skuttz, give me an Arcana check, please. Okay, you are deafened and you lose your spell slots.
We are terrible at these.
A one whole spell slot.
Would you like to continue?
Yeah, she'll scream back at it.
Okay, make a charisma saving throw, please.
This is going.
Okay. You are currently paralyzed. Would you like to keep going?
Sure.
A wisdom saving throw, please.
This is not favoring me. Oh,
There we
but
go.
the dice are.
Let's have a look. What shall we give Skuttz? Sure, I'm going to give you that one just because I'm going to hate it. Would you like to continue?
I don't think Skuttz has been poo-brained yet. So yeah, let's go.
Okay. Would you like to go up a level?
Yeah, we'll go up one.
Okay.
I already got all my bad rolls out of the way, right?
A strength saving throw, please.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna fail this horribly.
Did you get bonded from? Oh no, it's from the granny stick. Oh, then okay. Let's have a look. I'll give you that one. Okay. Would you like to continue?
Yes.
Would you like to go up a level?
No.
Okay.
We'll stay here. We'll stay here.
A wisdom saving throw, please.
Mm.
You are poo-brained.
it's going well.
Would you like to continue?
Is anyone gonna pull Skuttz out? Because otherwise I'll go one more.
So they
do
will
it.
throw his pacifier at the door.
Yeah, sorry, he's paralyzed.
I will mentally throw my pacifier. Yay.
I guess I can try to pull you out if you want.
We'll do one more. I've got Mr. Burbles. It's okay.
Oh yeah, fair
Mr.
point.
will pull you out, yeah. Okay, give me an intelligence saving throw.
This is just not
Which
going
would be
my
at
way.
-5.
Yay.
Yep, that is a fail as you take 7 points of psychic damage. Would you like Mr. Burbles to pull you out, or would you like to continue?
Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
pull her out by the scruff.
That's fair. Sogeg, have you written down the 3 spells you got?
I have the new.
Fantastic. Skuttz, you got Misty Step and Hypnotic Pattern.
Ooh.
That is scary.
Yeah, a teleporting barbarian is scary.
And Mr. Burbles has it too.
Oh god. And then yeah, you've got Hypnotic Pattern as well. So ooh.
I don't know how I do this. Oh no.
If you go into the compendium and search it, you should be able to just drag and drop up onto your sheet. We can adjust it between sessions if we need to. Anyone else
Yes, 'cause I have
going
my sheet up.
to face the wrath of the Screamer?
The time of the rat.
Oh, I just realised we're missing a Bennett on here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, rat time. Screams right into your brain. Give me a intelligence saving throw, please.
Yes.
Okay. Let's have a look. Let's go with that one. Would you like to continue?
Yeah, we go up a level.
And you go up a level as well. Okay. Give me a strength saving throw, please. Okay.
We're fine there.
I'll give you that one. Okay. Would you like to continue?
Up we go.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Do I get the advantage on that for the epithet?
No.
Okay.
This is your brain trying to hold on to itself. That is a fail. Give me an Arcana check, please.
I've never been good at those.
Okay.
Exactly.
You are deafened and you lose your spell slots. Would you like to continue?
Yes.
Okay. An intelligence saving throw. Okay. You are paralyzed. Would you like to continue?
We'll go down a level and yes.
Going down a level. Okay. A wisdom saving throw, please.
That could be worse.
Okay. Sure, we'll do that one. I'm sure I won't regret it. Would you like to continue?
May as well.
Okay. Staying at the same level?
Yeah.
A dexterity saving throw, please.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to run out of spells. Let's go for that one, as I'm not sure you already have it or not. But if I do give you a spell I've already given you, or you already have, let me know and I'll swap it.
Alright.
Continuing?
Yep.
Okay. A wisdom saving throw, please. Okay,
Oh, no.
You are feeble-minded. Would you like to continue?
Last shot.
Okay. An intelligence saving throw, please.
We like these. Never mind.
Okay.
Fuck.
9 points of psychic damage. Would you like to continue?
Nah. I'm good.
Would somebody like to pull Zolk out?
I'll get Neil to pull Zolk out.
Okay. Skuttz, did you write down that you've got Misty Step and Hypnotic Pattern?
Yep.
Fantastic. Zolk, you gain non-detection, Shadow Blade, Dimension Door, and Glyph of Warding.
Non-dimension.
Non-detection,
Okay.
Shadow Blade, Dimension Door, and Glyph of Warding. Anyone else want to face the Screamer?
It's never worked for me before, so I'm not going to try it again.
I'll go in.
Fair. Okay.
Is Zolk's thing
No,
still active? while he's...
I'm sure Neil would just drag him further away, so I'll just put him over there.
Okay.
I
don't want it affecting me in
Everyone
here.
knows Zolk's effect at this point, so yeah, I think everyone just compensates for it. Okay, let's begin with a charisma saving throw, please. Okay. Let's go for... Let's go for that one. Would you like to continue?
Just wrong button.
Would you like to stay at level 1?
Nope.
Okay. Another charisma saving throw, please. Okay. Let's go with... Would you like to continue?
Yep.
Would you like to stay at second level?
Nope.
Okay. Give me a constitution saving throw, please. Okay. Go for that one. Would you like to continue?
Yes.
Would you like to go up a level?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please. Okay. Give me an arcana check, please. Okay. You are deafened, but you retain your spell slots.
Okay.
Would you like to continue?
Yes.
Another dexterity save, please. That is a fail. So that is paralyzed. Would you like to continue?
I'll drop down a level.
Drop down a level. Okay.
Howard.
A charisma saving throw, please. That is a fail. You are feeble-minded. Would you like to continue?
Yes.
Okay. A strength saving throw, please. Or is this still at the same level as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That is... Okay. Would you like to continue?
Mm-hmm.
You know the answer.
An intelligence saving throw, please. Okay, that is a fail. 8 points of psychic damage.
Oh, you can take more of that.
Would you like to continue?
No.
Okay. Is someone pulling you out? Well, Neil will pull you out, yeah.
I'm gonna get Neil to pull me out. That's why I put him there.
Yeah, that's fair. Zolk, have you written down your 4 spells?
I got 3 of them.
So you have non-detection, shadow blade, dimension door, and glyph of warding.
Or dimension.
I go.
Okay. Nadrin, you gain lesser restoration, vampiric touch, mass healing word, and storm sphere.
Vampiric touch.
Have you already got that one? Or...
No, I wrote 2 down.
Okay. So you've got lesser restoration.
Yeah.
Vampiric touch, mass healing word, and storm sphere.
Good stuff.
And yeah, if there's any that are duplicates, let me know and I'll swap them out.
Storm sphere.
Storm sphere, I've already given you that one. Okay.
Either you've already given it to me or I took it myself. I don't remember.
That's fair. Eeny, meeny, miny. You know what? We've been running a theme. Far step. Give everybody the ability to teleport. Fuck it.
Might already have something for teleporting.
Well, you're getting far step.
It's good.
Fast step is, yeah, you concentrate on it, but like for the next 10 minutes, you just bonus action teleport 60 feet.
I've got blink as well.
blink is less reliable.
Yeah. So,
And I think that's 4 people feeble-minded, so anyone else going in, you will not have a way to remove the feeble-mind. As Natural Sister can only cast it 4 times.
I'm not going in, so
Okay.
I think we're good.
Well, I assume you will all head back to Nadrin's home. Try and avoid her parents for you going back addicted to screaming. And ask Delrin to save you from your own poo brains. So go ahead and give yourselves a long rest.
Sleep off the stupid. And we go again. Enough of it.
Yeah, I'll let you take your rest, and then we'll put a pause for today's session there. And we'll begin the next one by heading off towards the next set of adventures. So let's do the end of session wrap up stuff. So first of all, piety. You get a point of piety for playing. Minor divine agendas. Zolk. Yep, you get your point for that one. Bennett, you get your point for that one. Skuttz, you get your point for that one.
Oh.
Sogeg, you get your point for that one.
Yes.
And Nadrin, you get your point for that one. Well done, everyone, for doing your divine agendas, your minor divine agendas. Did you perform a ritual, sacrifice, or great action in the name of your god? I am going to give a point to Nadrin. I'm going to give a point to Skuttz, and I'm going to give a point to Sogeg on that one.
Anytime, Pogus. Anytime.
Did you act in a way that exemplifies the ideals of your patron gods? That is a point to everybody. Everyone followed the tenets of their particular either deity or archon. Story points. Did you attend the session? You certainly did. Get that point. Did you overcome a great challenge using violent or non-violent means? I'm going to say no, because you didn't really come up against a challenge. Did you make a significant discovery or unearth some lost history? Definitely. You get your point for that one. Did you perform an act worthy of a new epithet? Everyone's going to get a point for this because we got a party epithet. But if you believe you've earned any other ones this session, let me know now.
I should be able to explode red caps. It will.
I may upgrade Gore Soaked.
Oh.
Gore Soaked upgraded
Explosion.
to basically say that they, in the same way as the bloated corpses do, explode on death.
Yes.
It was a really cool trick.
It was a good gift.
It was definitely memorable. You left an impression, I guess. Anyone else feel like they did something worth telling stories about?
Even our true shenanigans to The mystical world of Perseus.
That is fair.
Hmm.
Like I said, everyone gets a point for this one anyway because you did unlock a party epithet. Loyalty points for all the pets. They get a point of loyalty for playing. Did you fight together as one? No. Did you sacrifice something for the good of your companion? No. And did any of the companions perform incredible actions? Again, I don't think any of them did. So just the 1
Poke
point for everyone.
He's their boss.
So we will wrap it up there. With, as I said, next session we will be hopefully heading off to the next part of your mythic odyssey across Theros to spread some chaos. As I was looking through all the VODs and I'm realizing, oh, we've spent nearly half the campaign underwater now. It's been a long time actually.
Bennett's lungs are going to explode as soon as we get on dry land.
Yeah, it's going to be weird to breathe air again.
I think a lot of us are going to get the bends.
Yeah. Surprised that I was tempted to make that into a mechanic, but I also just didn't want to be even more cruel than I already can be. So, thank you everybody for playing. Thank you everyone for watching, whether you watched us live over on the Skuttz Twitch channel or the VODs on the Satyr Atlas YouTube channel. We stream every Thursday, or try to be every Thursday, 7:30 GMT, which is vaguely American time. I still can't
11.
do time zones.
You're good. It's 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I dropped the links for the VODs over in the chat over there, as well as a link to a new YouTube channel where I am posting my art time lapses, and I just posted one that's a kobold, so I figured, a little D&D related. There's also one coming next Monday that's a time lapse of art from this campaign, and I'm really excited about it. It's super fun. So thank you so much for watching. Check out the links over there, and super exciting.
Theros merch.
Oh, did it work? Didn't work. Hold on. Let me try the old one. There we go. The old one worked. We have some really sweet mugs, playmats, and shirts now featuring our intro walk cycle with all the characters on it. And
they're cute.
Atlas just got his mugs. Yes. They look so good.
The print quality is genuinely way better than I thought they'd be. They're definitely recommended. Even though it's not my own D&D campaign's merch, but yeah, definitely good.
It's a super cute mug. Like, I like it. I'm gonna get one myself. So if you're interested, check it out. See if you find anything you like. It supports a small artist. Anything is awesome. Everybody take care. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.